The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 230 pounds, Kurt Angle. And the opponent, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H.
Welcome to a sold-out show from the Great White North. Michael Cole and Taz coming in tonight from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Hey, they speak French up here, right, Cole? Parlez-vous français? Haha, amigo!
Better stick to your version of English, partner. No matter what language you speak, the actions of the SmackDown superstars will speak much louder than words. This isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think
he's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
He slipped out of that one. He dodged that bullet. call themselves the best in the business, but in Triple H's case, I think he's right on. Man, I'll tell you, I'd love to have him on SmackDown.
You've got to be kidding me, Taz. Triple H has systematically destroyed the Raw roster. He might be the most hated superstar of all time.
Yeah, but don't kid yourself, Cole. The fans tune in every week to see what the game has got on his mind and what the game is going to do to somebody. Let me tell you something, Triple H, he puts butts in the seats. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exact...
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of, oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stare at your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were gonna wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were and here's the cover. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got...
Looks like he's got something big planned.
Pedigree! You don't get much bigger than that, Cole.
I think the SmackDown locker room is extremely grateful that Triple H is not a part of it.
And the SmackDown locker room was full of idiots, Cole. And there ain't no big... He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here. Nice reversal.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Oh, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Triple H is the man, Cole. I've been in the ring with this dude, and I'm not ashamed to say he took me to the limits, and he got the victory. I've got a lot of respect for anyone who can pull that one off.
Wait look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult until this match is over. This This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, he's stalking his opponent down, Cole. And here it comes!
Eagle slam! Eagle slam!
Okay, yeah, great. That's just great. Now, why don't you quit showing off and get down to business here?
He is getting...
Oh, man, these WWE fans, they know what's coming next.
Henry! That's gotta be it!
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible super... He's going for the pin! This could be it!
Here's your winner, Triple H.
Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta is fired up tonight, Cole. No doubt about it, baby. And I'm just as pumped up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason, Taz. You and I both know what's coming, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight. What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive.
He saw that one coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? He's a WWE super. I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. What a reversal.
Triple H is the man, Cole.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
That means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're gonna be feeling it for the next... Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Well, a lot of guys call themselves the best in the business, but in Triple H's case, I think he's right on. Man, I'll tell you, I'd love to have him on SmackDown.
You gotta be kidding me, Taz.
I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up there.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment.
He dodged that bullet. You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. Wow, talk about cutting it close. That was almost free. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Look at that.
He's going straight for the leg of his opponent.
And there it is, Cole. He's got that ankle locked in there, and he ain't letting go.
What? And here we go in the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. Watch it. He reversed it.
Oh, my. There's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No doubt, Cole. If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure you can spare it, Cole? Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch. There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might...
Here's your winner, Kurt Angle.